maximum points all the time.
Most enjoyable win that you can have as a Chelsea fan across the season?
I think
Because
so,
of the
especially if
record as well.
you're there as well. Emirates will come close, but I think Tottenham away is always special. They put us in a lovely part of the ground. There's always plenty of noise right near pitch side, and the Arsenal games aren't as physical, like in terms of the anger and the hostility. There's a lot of hostility in the Tottenham one all the time. There could have been red cards in this game, to be fair. I think they got away with a situation there with James. Then we had a little scrape as well on their player. I think it was Enzo. So, but listen, what a win, man. Proper performance. I'm actually more impressed with defense. Like you said, we should have had more goals. I think the only thing that's a little bit disappointing is the fact that we didn't make it historical. We should have really beaten them 4-0. João Pedro missed some crazy chance. João Pedro, he took his goal well, but he missed some big chances. Gittins missed a massive chance as well. James had a nice opportunity that he didn't take as well, and there was probably more. So we should have absolutely battered them. But yeah, defensively, I've been moaning about the long throws for weeks, and they actually had a plan this time. They threw 3 players forward. They made the box, a lot clearer for Sanchez to come through and just claim. He had the easiest day of his life. He started to make one save from Kudus, but boy, the way that we defended with Fofana, to a man, gusto, Cucurella, the energy that we showed on the counter press. Caicedo is one hell of a footballer.
Do you know what? He's unbelievable.
I'm not even gonna. Don't ask me about comparisons because I don't want to ruin the segment. I don't want to, because that's just gonna ruin it. But this guy, just on his own, what a player he is, man. What he did for the goal, it just shows you.
Well, you don't score the goal unless he does that.
Yeah. Bro, he wins the ball
twice.
Then Neto just gives it away, or whatever he thought João Pedro was meant to be doing off the ball for the run.
And then Simmons
Then he just runs past Neto and says, I'll just get it back, will I? And then he gets it back and he just slides it across for João Pedro, the awareness. Tottenham played a lot of midfielders. Obviously, Bergvall goes off injured.
What did
Saar
you
was
think
there.
about the Bergvall concussion? Because he seemed...
No, he had to come off.
The legs were wobbling. And you can understand
right call.
his point of view is like, no, I'm fine.
No.
But with the new rules in place...
That's not your call to make.
No.
And a player's always going to say they're fine because they always want to play.
Yeah.
But, and I get it, it's London derby's hyped, but you got to come off. But they played Paulinho, Bentancur, Saar. They tried to pack the midfield. And Caicedo just ran it. Absolutely ran it. Him and James in there, it's ridiculous. But Caicedo just everywhere. Even at the end, he's running down the touchline. He's winning the ball back again. He's added assists to his game, goals to his game. He's a complete midfielder, man. He's ridiculous.
What's causing the inconsistency at Chelsea, though? Why are you losing to Sunderland at home one week and then battering Spurs away next week?
I think Cole Palmer being missing is a massive thing for us in terms of like low blocks. Because against the back fives, we struggle. Every time we drop points against the back five, Sunderland, they were attacking, they were coming forward, we got our goal. And as soon as they sat in the back five, we struggled. Man United, I know you guys play wing backs 10 men after 10 minutes, but there can be a back five there. Palace, same thing. Brentford, I think as well. So we struggle with that to open up teams. And obviously when Cole Palmer's our best playmaker, that plays a part in that. But yeah, we struggle. And we're inconsistent because of the red cards as well. It was like 6 red cards in the 9 games prior to this. Every time you get a red card, you're putting yourself in a position where you're going to be probably on the wrong end of a scoreline. Yeah. So there's a lot of ill discipline. The lap showed it in midweek with Wolves. I was absolutely fuming with that. He didn't play no part in this game. Crazy, man. I'm not even going to say inexperienced, because when you actually look at the team, Tossen's experienced. He's been ridiculous this season. Not in a good way. Chalobah's experienced now. Cucurella's experienced. James is experienced. There's a lot of guys that have played Premier League football. Pedro Neto, who was not great in this game. I think he's probably the one player that you look at and you think
the best thing he did was this sounds weird what I'm about to say, but the tongue action on the bench.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Big pause.
Big
pause. No, I did see that one with the Spurs fan. He was giving it.
But
bit weird big pause.
Yeah,
big pause. That.
But yeah, Fofana, brilliant in this game. Both the full-backs, Chalobah was good. Midfield is fantastic. Just the attack. Yeah, you just want more goals.
The midfield for me, including Moises Caicedo, was just absolutely everywhere. And I think to close down not once but twice and then set up the goal.
Yeah,
it's just he was all over the pitch.
So that's something Kante would have done.
It really was. Yeah. From a Tottenham point of view, though, I mean, I watched your video after you got home the other day. You were saying you're just not happy at the minute with Xavi Simons. I mean, he's not the sole reason that you lost, but you did give it away for the goal a little bit.
Okay, this is. I don't want this to be a personal
attack
on Xavi Simons, because first and foremost,
attack them all.
I will. Well, Tottenham don't really attack, so I'll just do it for them. Yeah. Look, just starting with just generally, Tottenham were pathetic. Like actually, like pathetic. this is a derby. This is one of your biggest games of the season. Like Chelsea and Arsenal are the biggest, most feistiest games of the whole season. That was so pathetic in every single aspect. From pretty much minute one, I just didn't see anything. No hunger, no desire, nothing. And like the crowd were very much behind them. So obviously, as the game went on, that definitely changed. I don't want to put this all on Thomas Frank either, because I'm seeing a lot of things online where people are pining for Ange, and that blows my whole mind. Like, I don't know what's going on with this fan base, but you lot sitting there who are pining for Ange and saying it would never happen under Ange, no, because we'd be getting battered like 4-0 and everything would be wide open.
He's just got the sack of Forest.
Yeah,
as well,
literally.
You know what I mean?
This pining for Ange is crazy work, okay? Like, yes, we would have played more openly, but
you would have conceded.
We would have conceded far more, firstly. Secondly, comparing it to the first 10 games of Ange's reign, well, that was 2 years ago. So the football that you've seen in the last 2 years, is that what you're pining for? Because I certainly ain't here pining for 22 losses again. The home form does fall a bit on Thomas Frank, but it still also goes back before that. You know, it's unacceptable. I don't know what the problem is at home. I don't know what it is. Maybe he's too pragmatic. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't have the attacking options, which is what I think half the problem is. I think he has improved certain elements of Tottenham. I think defensively, yes, okay, we made a mistake, gifted you the goal the other day. But I think overall, he has improved us defensively. Our biggest problem is that we don't create anything. Having an XG of 0.05, I think that is the lowest that's been recorded since 2012, 2013. No, I think that is the lowest since 2012, 2013.
Yeah.
I think that is the lowest since
the fourth
then.
lowest since up to start.
It is absolutely not okay. Can I put that all on Thomas Frank? No, not really, because I have a look at the squad and I have a look at the options that are available. I don't really want to bring injuries into this because that isn't really an excuse. However, I've said it every single week, when you are missing your three key attacking players in Kulusevski, in Maddison, in Solanke, the next tier down is not that good. And that is a squad issue. That's what he's inherited, you know. Xavi Simons, that was probably a 0 out of 10 performance for me. He is so lightweight. He gets bodied off the ball every single time, whether he's in the 10, whether he's on the wing. Every time Jed got the ball and he's looking for an out ball, where are you? You're standing next to him. If you're on the wing,
he doesn't make any
make
movements
a
off the
run.
Ball, yeah.
Move yourself.
Ball to feet all the time.
I was doing my nut. I can't even lie. Like, I'd watch him do that 6, 7, 8 times. It's like, find the space.
Thank God you came in with that bid, by the way. The way it's looking. Because we could have squandered the money. Now we just get to put it on some other club.
On socials at the weekend.
No, I actually didn't do any Simon slander. I just called him Simon. I just said he's Simon now. I think Xavi Simons
Xavi should not be his name. Xavi should not be his name.
He wants to be known as Xavi.
No. Like, this guy has no right to claim the name Xavi, okay? Until I see some like attacking magic or spark or anything, just even some movement wouldn't go amiss. Until I see that you are Simon. I'm on board with you on that.
Not even Simmons, just Sai.
He frustrated me so much.
Man like Sai.
You
did call him a twig. I saw that.
You did call him a twig.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Frustrated me. Kudus really frustrated me the other day. It was kind of like he didn't want to go forward. He didn't really want to do anything either. I feel like
Porro was shocking.
Porro, Jed was terrible. I'll be honest with you, they were all terrible. I cannot praise not one player.
The ball's going out of play all the time. Long balls to Sanchez, just lovely claims for him. Brilliant.
I've never seen Sanchez that's the best game he'll ever have, because there was no pressure on him whatsoever. This guy drops a clanger most weeks. Where's the pressure? Where's anything? So yes, there is fault for Thomas Frank in the way. I know people aren't happy with the way he's set up. I didn't necessarily have a problem with the team that he selected. I like Bergvall, I like Sarr. That's a little bit of energy, a bit of legs for you. A little bit of box to box movement.
Was shocking as well.
There's no build up, no movement off the ball. Really no movement on the ball either. So static. Everyone's going backwards. Obviously the crowd are then absolutely fuming. Do I think at the end of the game when Mickey van der Ven and Jed Spence kind of snubbed Thomas Frank, obviously that's been now spoken. They didn't want to go and speak to the fans. I mean, the fans are going to boo you because that performance was boo worthy. They're booing you at half time. And I'm sorry, but when you turn up like that in a derby, then you just got to hold that. I think it's very disrespectful you don't come over and thank the fans, the fact that they pay their hard-earned money to come and watch you and you put that in. That's not a leadership thing to me. I think there is a lack of leadership in general. I think there probably is a respect issue, because to me that doesn't show respect to Thomas Frank. But I would say I just think the level of attacking options in particular at Tottenham is not good enough. Like, it's not. When you take those three out of it, which are probably not. They're not.
It's a lot to take out. Though.
It is a lot to take out. It's a lot to take. That is probably your only bit of quality that Spurs have up front, and then Kudus, I guess. But he's just
Kudus got locked.
He's just not on it at the minute. The rest, I'm sorry to say, is very subpar. I'm not getting on tail. I'm not getting on about they are young and they do try, but quality-wise, it's not there. Technical ability, I don't think is there. You look at Richarlison. I like him for his work rate. I think he'll always put a shift in. He's not a very good footballer. He's just not. So
sounds like a lot of excuses.
Oh,
like look how Sunderland set up last week. They played fantastically against Chelsea. They got a result. They knew what to do. Why isn't Frank doing that? Why is he sticking to this system? He's, in my opinion, choosing the wrong team. Why are you playing Berg? Four midfielders essentially.
Because he's always going to have this double pivot. He wants.
Then he's making mistakes, and like you say, maybe you say they didn't want to thank the fans. It looks like there's some disparity in the changing room, right? The way they walk past Frank, and I think it was the stare from Frank. The way he kept the glare going on, like
it's not okay.
With his arms, there's something going on in that dressing room.
And as Jed Spencer's walking away, he's kind of throwing his arms around, like talking to himself, venting out to himself. That doesn't look good. And Van der Ven was supposedly your captain on the day.
Yeah.
Van der Ven, you don't associate Van der Ven with that, but he seems like a model professional.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I'm sorry,
like doing that on the pitch in front of the cameras.
Okay, but the level of performance, your own individual level of performance, you can blame the system all you like, whatever. Was it Conte's system that was problem? Andrew's system, Pochettino's system? You also have to take accountability as a player. I'm so sick and tired.
As footballers, they were shocking.
They were shocking.
Forget the system.
They were shocking.
Some of the weight of pass, the decision making. The way they were just playing it into just Cucurella's channel, Porro constantly. The lack of imagination. Every time, just long ball into the box. Long throws, we dealt with them. Set pieces. That's all they had. Nothing in open play.
All they had was when Cucurella got shook from Spence when he went like that to his face. And he went, but
that was funny.
That was good. I just think with Thomas Frank, people are very, 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 very quick to be fickle and change opinion. He was not my first choice. I said that from day one.
Who was your first choice?
I would have preferred to have someone like Iraola. That would have been a little bit more attack-minded for me.
I think he's probably got bigger plans than Spurs.
Who?
Iraola.
Probably.
And Glasner.
Quite possibly. Yeah. But Thomas Frank is a good manager. He is a good manager. He's meant to be a manager that we've seen at Brentford, who is tactically astute. He's adaptable. He made brilliant players at Brentford. And Mbeumo being one. Visser being one. Who were we talking about before? Ollie Watkins being one. Like Ivan Toney. Like he has managed to create very good attacking players. So I think that everyone just jumping on this Frank thing at the moment is crazy. You've got to give the man time. Like he can only also work with what he's got at his disposal in an attacking sense. I'm sorry, but if you also look, I even forgot about Brennan Johnson because that's how relevant Brennan Johnson is.
Aren't you going to congratulate him for his 100th Spurs appearance?
Crazy work.
100th?
Crazy.
Brennan
That's
Johnson,
quick, isn't it?
Already? That's rapid. Yeah.
Standards. These are the standards.
Yeah, but they played about 60 odd games last season.
Yeah. Quick question on Thomas Frank, because I agree with what you said. I don't think you can put him on him yet. But and I go back to Xavi Simons, right? So you signed him that was your biggest summer signing?
And
Kudus, but money-wise, Xavi Simons is more expensive, right? So I think personally he's a 10. I don't think he's a winger whatsoever.
He's not.
He's not got the pace in the Premier League to be a winger. So when Maddison is back, when Kulusevski's back, you've got 3 number 10s, and one of them is your most expensive signing of the summer. I don't get that. And that's got to be
4 number 10s.
To be honest with you,
you have 4 number 10s. Xavi, Madders, Kudus and Kulusevski.
And with the pivot options that he likes to play, then Sar's got to play as a
100%. Absolutely. But I mean, my favourite team plays both of those.
Paulinho. I'm not surprised your build-up was shocking.
Yeah.
For as great as Paulinho is off the ball, he doesn't do nothing on the ball in terms of progression play.
No.
He's a very simple passer. So you have to play someone next to him that's creative, and you don't have. I mean, he doesn't tend to. You don't really have many creative, deep players. I don't think.
No,
like ball carriers, we don't have.
You would. I mean, I think in an ideal world, you would probably lose Bentancur, but he won't do that.
Yeah.
But I would
need
say
like Maddison fit to play in a deeper role.
But I think the idea obviously of Xavi Simons as well is the fact that Maddison is incredibly injury prone. If you look at the amount of games he's missed over the last 2 seasons, Kulusevski is also has suffered long-term injuries as well. So bringing him in was the fact that neither of these players are coming back anytime soon. Kulusevski was estimated to be back in November. Yeah. Still haven't really had a date on that. Maddison is not going to be back until probably March. So Xavi Simons coming in, he would have been in that 10 role. He doesn't do anything in the 10 role. He doesn't do anything.
I have to say,
he doesn't do anything on the wing. He doesn't do anything in the 10. No one's showing for the ball anywhere on the pitch. So what you meant to do?
I agree with you, Abbi. I think you can't really get onto Thomas Frank here at all. The players have got to definitely take some accountability. If I'm Thomas Frank, them two who, Jed Spence and Mickey van der Ven, who, almost disregarded the handshake, they're in my office 9 o'clock Monday morning.